nations, and who is the King of Kings and Lord of the Lords. My most respectable judges, chief guests, and my teacher, graduates, and my dear fellow students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, I stand before you to discuss a question that is often debated but rarely addressed with the seriousness it deserves. Why is Pakistan behind other countries? Pakistan, a nation blessed with natural resources, a rich culture, and hardworking people, was emergent as a beacon of progress. Yet decades later, we find ourselves struggling to keep up with nations that were once on par with us. Let us delve into some reasons behind this situation. Number one, lack of education and skill development. Education is the backbone of any nation. Unfortunately, Pakistan has one of the lowest literacy rates in the world. Many children lack access to quality education, and our curriculum often fails to prepare students for the demand of the modern world. Countries like South Korea and Malaysia invested heavily in education, reaping remarkable results. Why can't we? Number two, corruption and poor governance. Corruption has eaten away at our resources, hindered and development, mismanagement of funds, lack of accountability, and an absence of visionary leadership have repeatedly derailed our progress. While many nations have strengthened their institutions, Pakistan continues to struggle with inefficiency and lack of transparency. Number three, economic challenges. Our economy faces multiple challenges, including a heavily reliance on external loans, trade deficits, and a lack of industrial growth. Instead of exporting goods, we rely heavily on importing, creating economic instability. Compare this with nations like China, which focus on industrialization and self-reliance to boost their economy. Number four, political instability. Frequent changes in leadership, political unrest, and an absence of long-term planning have left Pakistan without a consistent direction. This instability discourages foreign investments and hampers the implementation of long-term projects. Number five, neglect of human resources. Pakistan's youth, which makes up a significant portion of the population, remains underutilized without access to proper training, jobs, or platforms to showcase their talents. Their potential goes to waste. Countries like Singapore capitalized on their human resources and transforming into global economic powerhouse. Number six, ignoring science and technology. In this age of innovation, Pakistan lacks in scientific research and technological advancements. Nations like India invested heavily in technology and making them leaders in it. Space exploration, without a focus on these areas, Pakistan risks falling further behind. What can be done? The situation may seem dire, but it is not irreversible. To catch up with the rest of the world, we must prioritize our education and allocate significant resources to it. Corruption must be rooted out through strict accountability measures. Economic reforms should focus on industrial growth, exports, and self-reliance. We must invest in science and technology and provide platforms for youth development. Ladies and gentlemen, the reasons for Pakistan's lagging progress are numerous but not insurmountable. With determination, unity, and visionary leadership, Pakistan can rise to its full potential. The question is not why we are behind, but how we can move forward. Let's resolve to work collectively for a brighter future, where Pakistan stands tall among the nations of the world. Thank you for listening to me with great patience.